Sandra Fuentez with Fuentez Law. If you can't make up, we'll help you break up. What should you bring to your initial consultation? First and foremost, bring yourself, bring some basic information. If this is a divorce case, we're going to be wanting to know when you married. If there's a date of separation, that date of separation oftentimes is when you stop residing together, or if you're still living together, the date in your head that you all stopped living as husband and wife, basically. We will need information regarding your children. If there is a current divorce case pending, we will need that case number. So any documentation that you have with regard to your divorce case or custody case, if it's already pending, you should bring that with you, because we're going to want to be able to look at that and to see what's happening in the existing case already before we come in and do our thing on it. And so that information is pertinent because I can't always see it online. Sometimes that information is still confidential on my end. But at the initial consultation, it is more of an information-based session than it is documentation gathering. So just bring yourself. If you have any documentation as well as bank accounts or VIN numbers, all of that is a good idea to bring too, because my assistant can make copies of that and we can just put that in the file for you. To get ahead of the game, typically bring statements with regard to your bank accounts, at least 3 years worth if possible, or 2, whatever you can get online. Same thing with retirement accounts, credit card statements, mortgage balances, vehicle loan balances. If you have titles on any of those documents, bring those with you as well. And then any documentation that you might have showing anything that's beneficial for what you're alleging as far as custody issues. So sometimes that looks like photographs. If there's a parent who has a substance abuse problem, then any documentation, recordings, photos, anything showing that, as well as any names of any possible witnesses on your behalf that could testify for you if we need to go to a court hearing or a trial on the issues. But all of that gets discussed in more detail with you post-consultation. The consultation is really an information gathering session for me to be able to assess kind of in general what's happening with your case, where likely it's going to go, tell you what my game plan based on what you're telling me is going to be, as well as give you an estimate on roundabout where, your fees are going to be at from the beginning to the conclusion of the case with different scenario outcomes. So if you have any questions on family law consultations after the fact, let's say you've done the consult, but you have another question, typically my paralegal will be able to answer any general question. If there's something in more detail and it's a small thing, I will touch back around with you. Otherwise, you're retaining, then we can discuss that question for you. Have a good day.